Welcome to We've Got Words, the podcast no one asked for. I'm your host, Brent Neves, alongside my co-host, Cam Ponte. Cam, how are we doing today? And you cannot say bad.
First of all, I'll say whatever the fuck I want to say. I was going to say I'm feeling great, but thanks for being a fucking downer.
I mean, I'm glad you're feeling great because, for the first time ever in We've Got Words history, you are completely sober.
Yes, I have decided to quit drinking.
Yeah, wow, you're really going through like a
Existential
image
crisis?
change. I was going to say like an image change. It's crazy.
No. The thing is that I'm lying and I'm doing this because I have to. Because, the only time I like to be sober is when I have to.
Now, I think, though, this is going to make the show good. I'm not sober. Let me just get that straight. But, I think it's still going to be a good show.
It's going to be an interesting mix, I just want to wait till the point where you start to slowly degrade. I know, like, we were hanging out yesterday. Like, you were feeling good. Everything was fine. And then it just hit a point where you were just like,
you were also kind of encouraging it, and I was like,
screw it. I'm into it. I loved it.
We weren't recording yesterday because again, you were kind of busy.
We had a staff meeting.
We did have a staff meeting.
We did.
We'll cover that a little bit, but I do want to tell you something, just so you know, at the beginning of the episode. You have no sanctions for this episode.
Damn straight I don't. I'm fantastic.
I'm not giving you any rewards, but you don't have any sanctions.
I deserve a reward. I think I did a lot of work today.
You did your minimum of getting the clips on time, all that stuff, so that's good. You also prepared pretty much the whole script. We had some stories already kind of left over from past weeks, so that's why it's not like you did all of it, but you still put the script together.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure like 2 or 3 of those stories were mine. So it was previous work that it's leftovers.
Yeah, but again, just by doing the work doesn't give you a reward. You have to do more than normal, which I guess if normal is 0, then...
Exactly. That's why I'm sitting here saying I deserve a reward. Because usually it's minimal to no effort. I put in like 1-2%. That's big, man. Like I'm making strides. I'm making changes in my life. Sobriety, this is what it does for me, man.
Crazy. Well, maybe you should do it more often.
I don't like it.
But I will say, because you kind of prepared this, like, pretty much by yourself, I don't know what a lot of these bullet points are.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
I'm kind of loving it, because now I get to just be you and not do work and just sit here.
You're welcome.
Be on the mic. I love it.
Enjoy life in the easy lane.
With that being said, you have to transition between these, because I have no clue what this is.
The fun part of this episode is going to be Brent gets to look at my nonsensical notes and go, so what the fuck is this? And I'm going to go, well, let me tell you. So
this
is the work that you get to do.
Okay.
The world is your oyster, my friend.
Is there a particular order, or do I just... All right, well, I like starting at the top. So this says dumb fucking TikToks.
Okay.
Is that everything you send me?
No.
Okay, what's this about?
Some of it's some of the stuff that I send you, but I've sent it to you, and I've sent you specific comments afterwards, because, like, I've been seeing some stupid fucking TikToks, and it's been pissing me off, dude. So there was literally, like, one. I don't remember if you responded to it or not when I sent it to you, but I know I sent it to you. And it was this fucking, this woman just sitting outside, facing the camera. She's got a tree behind her, and she goes, I'm going to speak to Mother Gaia, and I'm going to ask her to have this tree branch touch my shoulder. And it's just like a stray tree branch that's like already hovering above her shoulder. And then she's just like sitting there. She's like, Mother Gaia, please use your powers of earth and make this tree touch my shoulder.
Yeah, I thought
nothing happens. And she does it.
I mean, it touches the shoulder, but also looks like it was either a string or she just really was waiting for wind.
Well, no, so that was the thing that pissed me off, is she had to ask like 5 or 6 times. And then what it 100% looks like is just like a stray draft of wind just comes through, and the branch just like gently like puts down, and then she's like goes off like it's this whole fucking thing, and she's like, oh my god, see, it worked. All you have to you can speak to the trees listen. I was like, the fuck is this? It's wind. You never heard of wind?
The one I liked was, and I think this one I did comment on, was the one of the guy who was like, there was 2 trees, and I guess
portal.
He thought it was a portal.
That was the other one.
So he kept like throwing stuff and was like, all right, so those made it through, but I'm getting a strange energy. That one I responded with, we should totally do that, because he had thousands and thousands of likes, and it was nothing. It was literally nothing. And we could do that, and we could play it up way better.
But like what pisses me off about that one is, so at least in the tree one, the tree does something. It kind of like goes down and like technically does tap her on the shoulder. This guy's just like, oh, these two trees, I'm getting weird energy from them. Let me try throwing stuff between them. And he's like, ball, nothing. Paper, nothing. He's just throwing objects between these trees. And he's like, I don't know though, this energy's real wonky. And I'm just like, how is this a video? How are people getting likes? Like me and you are sitting in these chairs in our TikTok videos. We're giving them fucking gold and we're getting like minimal likes. But this guy's fucking throwing shit between trees.
That's because you don't play the algorithm on the social medias. I've
Fuck the algorithm.
I've been telling you there's ways to do it, and then you, of course, requires more work, and I refuse to do it.
If the algorithm means I need to start throwing things between two trees, I'm all set on the fucking algorithm, man.
But that's what
bullshit.
it takes. That's what it takes.
Dumb.
I think we should do it.
Fucking dumb. And if that is what is going to get people likes, I think it should be banned.
Let us know if we should do a video like that where we just really play up a stupid scenario and see if we get thousands of likes. I think we should.
Like the hope in these people's eyes that the universe was listening to them and gonna do something. Like what is wrong with you?
You just don't like hope in people's eyes because you have so little of it. Well, I think that's what it is.
I have hope. It's just deep down covered in all shit.
Speaking of the social medias, though, I think it was last week's episode. We did ask for our listeners to settle a debate in the comments section about who does good intros and that stuff or outros. And let's just say I won that, and then you threatened to delete comments that didn't prove your side.
That was the AI that I set up to run the social medias.
But I'm just saying, when we ask our listeners to comment on things, they usually side with me.
Also, let's be honest here. You fuckers should have been commenting more. We got like a couple of comments. All right,
but they were still all for me.
It doesn't matter.
So
that's because everyone's just kissing your ass, man.
I'm fine with it. Keep kissing my ass.
People need you to think that you're doing a good job. They don't have to powder my ass because they know I don't fucking care. I'm going to have that opinion no matter what. My outros are fucking great, man.
Yeah, and you're just wrong. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying when I do one with very little prep, I just kind of nail it, and it doesn't go on forever.
I don't know, man. Long outros are where it's at. I'm going to have a whole like subsection of just outros. All right, I'm gonna cut together all. You're gonna cut together.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
All my outros, and we're gonna see the people just enjoy my outros for a while. And you know what? I think we're gonna get a lot of views on that.
All right, cool. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, you should.
So the next thing on the list, Cam, why is your straw so small?
Yeah, you want to tell the people why my fucking straw is so small?
Well, you have a small straw. I don't know. It's medium size.
I had a giant straw, and you were like, it doesn't look good on the camera. And I said, okay, that's fine. You can trim it down a little bit. He goes to the fucking rim of the glass and just clips it. What's the point of having a fucking straw if it's barely sticking out?
You're drinking Coke. You don't need a straw.
First of all, I wanted a straw.
You don't
It's
need
easier
one.
to have a straw than to take big fucking
and then you
gulps into the mic.
You have a glass on the table and just a giant orange straw sticking right up in focus of the camera. So yes, it had to go.
I understand that some of it has to go, but the whole straw didn't need to be cut down.
You don't need more than that. You can lift it up.
Your straw has more than that.
My straw's not in the way.
And also, why do you need a straw?
My straw's not in the way.
Why do you need a straw, Brent?
Because it's not in the way.
You're only drinking that. You don't need a straw.
You're correct.
No, you don't need a straw.
But I'm allowed to have one.
You don't need a straw. You're not allowed to have shit. I made you that drink out of the good kindness of my heart.
No, because you have to do something, and that's kind of...
give you the best of drinks.
Sometimes.
I always supply you with great beverages. I don't understand what your complaint is.
I'm just saying, the drink you made me yesterday was kind of bad.
Well, no, it wasn't bad. It was just strong.
That was pretty bad.
But I fixed it.
You can't make a strong drink for my 12th drink. Like that, you make that for like the first or second.
No, that's the time.
No, that's where you start to kind of calm down.
I was also kind of trying to gauge how high you were because I was like, is he going to notice?
Yes, I noticed.
He noticed. Yeah, no. But I mean, can you at least tell the people that I was a great butler to you yesterday?
You were. We have like a whole game now, which I want to do.
It's not a game.
It's a game for me.
It's me trying out for when you eventually get money and I can be your butler.
No, but it's a game for me because the better butler you are, the better outfits of butler clothes I am going to provide you. So like it's going to start off with like it just as a white t-shirt that says Brent's bitch. And then, you can get like one of those tuxedo shirts And then maybe
I already have one of those. I love that
okay,
shirt.
cool, even better. And then you can get like a vest. And then we were seeing some on like TikTok, some fancy ass like suits and vests and like.
I'm gonna get there one day, man.
And then once you reach the top of like your very fancy high end butler, the next step is like you wear one of my ridiculous suits because now it's like you're a butler, but you're vibing.
No, because I don't want to wear those ridiculous suits.
Well, then you
you
don't have a job as my butler.
Sabotage.
Then you don't have a job as my butler.
You don't pay me yet. I don't have to care about that until I start getting money in the bank.
Yeah, but when you do, if you start to fuck around, bye.
But I mean, one thing you got to give me, and you can't even say no to this, I'm the best butler you've ever had.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I've always said this, you're a great butler, you're a great sidekick, you know, you're a great,
We're a duo.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, usually the main characters have butlers, like Batman has a butler, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Alfred is his own thing.
And Alfred's cool.
Alfred's the best.
But he doesn't have a butler.
He even technically had his
he's
own
not the
TV
main
show
character.
At one point. He doesn't need a butler, man. He's self-sufficient. You can't do shit for yourself, so that's why you need a butler.
Why would I want to when someone else does it for me?
Because, fucking do something for yourself for once, man.
The second bullet on your list, though, I know who this is, and I'm kind of scared to talk about it because I don't think I like him, but it's Dixon Dallas.
Yes, dude. We were hanging out for a friend's birthday last weekend or whatever.
Thank you for not name dropping. I appreciate that.
Bro, I'm on point today. Don't
That's because you're sober. You should stay sober more often.
Never. I am sober not by my own choice. But no, he was our friend whose birthday it was loves this guy's songs. And you were very confused every time she played one of his songs in the car.
It was like,
and it was
gay
so funny.
Cowboy,
yeah,
but like rapper, but like country vibe. But it was weird because
he was aggressively discussing his sex life, and that made you so uncomfortable.
Gay, but also, it was like if he's a good like singer. He had a good voice.
The songs
and
are catchy. Don't try to take away from his talent.
I'm not. I'm literally giving him credit. They're
you can
good
say
songs.
They're aggressively sexual, but like, go look at fucking WAP, dude. You're gonna say you're gonna have a problem with Dixon Dallas, but you're not gonna have a problem with WAP.
But here's the thing, though. WAP is one song, and it's very aggressive. Every single one of Dixon Dallas's songs is about dicking down men. Like,
yeah, I mean, if that's how he enjoys life, man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm just saying, you can have one song like that, maybe two, but man, you got a good voice. Like, you're good. Maybe just, reach a wider range of audiences.
He doesn't need to. If everyone,
I just think he should.
Listen, if hetero people can go around singing about fucking whoever they want, then so can the gays.
I just think maybe don't, you can have a gay song. That's fine. But I don't want to hear about you riding some dude. It's like also, it's a different dude every time. Like, man, settle down. Like,
well, I mean,
the gays
he
love
gets
me
around.
fucking.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's crazy.
First of all, don't speak like you know.
I don't know.
You're generalizing.
But
you don't need to do that.
According to Dixon Dallas, they are. I mean,
well, he's doing his own thing, man.
He's
enjoying life.
He's
taking life. I'm sure he does what he needs to.
I hope so because, man, I'm gonna say I've heard his songs and he's doing some crazy shit.
I'm just happy that he's happy, man. He's getting around. He's doing his thing. It's a beautiful time.
And so, like, it's weird because apparently he has other music that's not as.
That's where the rap stuff is. The other songs that she was showing you is when he was rapping.
It's just
his
like a weird
because he has like a different alter ego.
I was gonna say it's like a weird like overlap of he's a really good like gay cowboy, but then also he's like a rapper. I don't know. It's weird.
You could be a gay cowboy.
I could be a cowboy.
Yeah, a gay cowboy.
No,
you'd be a great gay cowboy. What would your gay cowboy name be?
I also feel like gay cowboy don't really like go hand in hand.
Bro, have you ever seen Brokeback Mountain?
I have not.
You should.
No, thank you.
You'd love it, bro.
I'm all set. But I feel like if you kind of value the cowboy way, I feel like they weren't fucking dudes back in the cowboy days.
I almost certainly guarantee you that they were fucking dudes.
I don't know.
Bro, dudes have been fucking dudes since like the dawn of time.
Yeah,
that was so common back in like ancient Greece.
Okay,
and
I'm
Rome
sorry.
and
Were the
shit?
cowboys around in ancient Greece and Rome?
No, but what I'm saying is it's been around.
Like old Western, like
when the night is cold and the boys are lonely, they shack up, bro.
Like old Western, old America, like cowboys were not fucking dudes.
Yes, they were.
They were not.
It gets lonely out on the range, baby.
I think they maybe fuck cows.
No. They would definitely fucking each other before they were fucking cows.
I don't
man.
think that's true.
All right, you know what? We're just gonna have to build a time machine, go back in time, explore the range, and have your first gay experience
If
with
you're
a gay
thank you.
cowboy.
If you're a cowboy expert out there, let us know how the cowboy life be.
Yeah, we'd love to receive some interesting stories and feedback from the world's gay cowboys out there. So
No, or
please
straight
reach out.
cowboys. How do the straight cowboys feel about gay cowboys? If you're a cowboy out there,
Man,
let us know.
no, gay cowboys need a voice.
They have a voice. They
Yeah,
got dicks in
Dicks
Dallas.
in Dallas.
I know.
Baby.
I mean, where are all those straight cowboys at?
All the straight cowboys are everywhere else in the world, man. Give the gay cowboys a chance.
Are they though?
Yeah, man.
Name one.
Okay, fucking Toby Keith.
He's
Straight
a cowboy.
Straight cowboy. Any
Do you think
country
he's a cowboy?
singer.
No, not any country singer.
Yeah, any
No.
country singer is a straight cowboy,
'cause you
unless
got-
they're gay.
No, because you got like just being a southerner country type of music, and then you got like the cowboy country type of music. It's different. It's very different.
It's all the same.
Yeah, maybe to you.
No,
Way to
it's
generalize
all the-
something now.
Yeah, because fucking
could
it's
you?
country music. You're allowed to trash on them. That's punching up. They're doing fine.
No, I think you can't generalize country music.
Yes, you can.
And I know what you tried to do when you said get a time machine, because I just looked at your next bullet point, and it says Cam's time travel question.
Yeah.
Just a maybe, though. So I'm going to say no thank you.
Well, that's not very nice.
Is it good, or am I going to get mad?
Well, it's just a maybe. No, you're not gonna get mad. It's
I
just like
will-
something I was thinking about, and I wanted to get like your take on it. Like if you would do like what I would do.
I will let you ask the question. I'm not going to guarantee I will answer it, but go ahead. I'll give you a chance.
So like, if you had a time machine, would you ever just like go back in time just to like mess with yourself?
No.
I would, because that would be so funny. To just like put on a disguise and like walk past yourself, knowing something that's gonna happen, and just be like, "Don't get the fries, am I right?" And he'll be like, "What?" And you just fucking keep on going.
See, I feel like Cam Ponte in all like timelines in history has enough problems. He doesn't need himself being a bigger problem.
No,
to
I
himself.
think that would just be so funny.
I mean, you're already your own
because
biggest
I
enemy.
know me. If weird shit like that happens, like random stuff that just makes no sense to me, like Street Dave, for example, like stuff like that sticks with me and I'll remember it. And it's one of those things where like if I don't figure it out, I would be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna like hide away and see what that was. And I'd go back in time and I'd realize, oh no, wait, I'm supposed to be doing this. Oh my God, that's hilarious. And then I would go and fulfill that for happening.
Don't you? Here's
The
what I
whole
don't
time
get.
loop thing,
Here's
man.
what I don't get, Cam. You hate work, right? You always say, I don't have enough time for this. I don't have enough time for this. But yet you have enough time to go back and fuck with yourself. That is not productive.
Well, because if I have a time machine, then then I have all the time in the world.
So then you have no excuse of meeting deadlines and getting your shit on time.
Well, no, maybe Cam in the future does have a time machine, and that's what keeps stopping me from getting things done, because I think it's just funny to fuck with myself and then have it screw you over later on.
Don't think that makes sense.
Well, it does.
I
It does
don't
in
think that makes sense.
in a certain lens.
Yeah, maybe in your lens. I'm just saying, if you put as much work into literally anything productive instead of thinking of these stupid questions, you'd be a completely different person.
Yeah, but I don't think I'd like that person. I like to thrive off my chaotic nonsense.
I mean, you have it in you. You have the effort level in you. You're just
You don't know what's inside
vastly misdirected.
of me. You don't know what's inside of me. I'm telling you.
You're right,
bro,
and I don't care.
If I had fucking motivation and drive, I'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, you need to find some of that.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think you need to work on yourself instead of hindering
I've
yourself
been
by
working
going
at myself.
Well,
I've worked
do
on
better.
myself so much that I've achieved being able to travel back in time and hinder myself, because I know. Listen, if I don't knock myself down a peg, I'm gonna go too far.
I also just realized, because again, you did the script, right? And I was just kind of going in order, but you did not reorder these to make them flow better. So, because I'm seeing
Yeah, remember when you told me to do that?
there's 3 more
I
stories.
went back in time and stopped myself from doing that.
There were 3 more stories that all took place on the same weekend
Yep.
of Dixon Dallas, but yet you have all this stuff in between them.
Yeah, my stream
So-
of consciousness when I'm working is never.
So
like,
now I'm going to take
streamlined.
over and try to reorganize the timeline, okay?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to.
So going back to that Dixon Dallas trip that weekend.
Yeah.
I was also, you know what the best part of that weekend was?
The homeless woman.
No. Right before the homeless woman, it was me getting all my crystals. So
you say all your crystals? You got one fucking crystal.
yeah, it was a nice one. It was a good
It
one.
was an amethyst. What the fuck are you gonna do with that?
I have it in my room. I had the girl like unlock the case because I was like, yeah, they have a bunch of them. I want the one in the case.
I want that one. You found the rock you like.
I did find the rock I liked, and it was crazy because that's was only like a few weeks since I've really been into astrology, and now all of a sudden crystal stores. There were 2 crystal stores.
Wow, man, it's almost like they were always gonna be there.
I never knew about it.
Yeah, because you'd never been to Northampton? Is that
I think it's just fate. Like it was like, oh, you're into astrology now? Well, hey, come into my store and buy my gems.
We were going to go into that store regardless of if you were into astrology or not, because you were not in charge of what we were doing that weekend.
We don't know that.
We do know that.
Who knows even how that weekend would have happened
because
if I wasn't all of a sudden really into astrology?
No, because I've been hanging out with our friends in the past without you there, and we've walked past a crystal shop, and every single time they go in.
You never know.
You do know.
You don't. It's all.
Trust me, I've been to the
in
past.
The stars. No, you haven't.
I'm a time traveler.
You are not.
I'm just bad at it.
But then that also strange town. Like some people very nice. Most people very very nice. But then we have some strange people. One of them was that homeless woman who was like, okay, if you're homeless, you ask for money. That's normal, right? That you'll see that everywhere. Whatever.
Yeah. So we're walking on the sidewalk. She comes up to us, normal like homeless person interaction.
Normal
hey,
for a homeless person.
Can you guys spare any money for me or anything like that? We're like, oh no, sorry, like we don't have cash. And then she just took it one step farther. And I was just like a little taken aback by it.
Well, she was very specific. She was like, "Hey, listen." She was very nice. I have an event coming up, and I have nothing to wear. Can I just have some money? And I'm gonna get something. And because she was homeless, and she had an event, and she has no clothes because she's homeless. So I was like, I don't have cash on me. And that wasn't a lie. Probably, I usually don't have cash. And that's not me not wanting to give her money. I don't have cash to give her. So
she
then
called your bluff.
So then she goes, all right, well, can you just buy me an outfit? Bitch, no. Do you know what I'm just thinking of? We should have. And we should have made it ridiculous.
like we'll buy you an outfit, but it's the outfit we
want. Dude, now we fucked up. But
I don't think that would have gone over well. I think that would have just been a bad idea.
I would have had a great time with that.
I think you would have. You know what? We should just do this new charity thing where it's called Brent Dresses the Homeless.
That sounds great.
And you just
I can write that
you
off.
take homeless people into a store and you're like, what are your sizes? All right, I'm picking out your outfit, my friend. And then you just buy them shit.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great idea for you to give back.
It was funny because when we got back to the car, because we kind of went back to the crystal store because I had to go twice. Our friends were like, we were telling them the story about the homeless girl, and they go, wait a minute, did she ask you to buy her outfits? I'm like, it's crazy. Like, yeah, that girl just saw me. I was like, that's crazy. You're asking multiple people to buy you an outfit.
Yeah, man, she needed it. And you did not buy her a ridiculous Brent Nebbs outfit.
I know. I just thought of how funny that would have been.
Let's take the 2-hour drive back.
No.
Let's go find her.
I'm all set, though. Thank you. What else you got here, Cam?
Well, you tell me, my friend.
You got, okay, I don't know what this is. I'll just read it. It says, date best friends or just arrange marriage, us because we are hopeless.
Yeah.
That's what you wrote. You're like one of those fucking people on Reddit not making sense.
No, that makes sense. Well, because we were discussing it. We were doing your swipes the other day.
Were we discussing it?
The first part, yeah. The parentheses is my thoughts.
Us date best friends.
Yes.
I thought okay, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, that's why you're supposed to just point things out, and I'm going to explain things to you.
I'm waiting for
I
it.
told you how this is supposed to go, but no, we were doing our swipes, and we came around to the idea that we've had multiple times where it's like, you know what we need, dude? We need to date girls who are also best friends, because that would be the perfect thing, because, when we're hanging out as best friends, they can just fuck off and do their own thing. When we all come together, then it's just like a big group of friends, and everyone's like chilling, having a good time.
I think what would be
it's
even
great.
better though is if like their friendship is the same as our friendship. So like where I'll be like, oh, Cam wants to hang out. I'll be like, yeah, I really don't want to hang out. And then my girlfriend would be like, oh, she wants to hang out, but I really don't want to hang out. And then we can ignore you guys together.
Well, that's beautiful, man.
Thank you. Right? Wouldn't that be great? If you want to ignore Cam with me together, let me know.
And then, but as I know that you love thinking about it as like a TV show. But like, so think about it as like 2 TV shows, our friendship TV show and their friendship TV show. And then every time they come together, it's like a CW crossover.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Can we be neighbors?
Yeah, dude. I already wrote a pilot of a TV show where we would be neighbors, and it would be hilarious.
We can be neighbors.
Yo, if anyone wants to hear my pilot idea for my TV show about me and Brent, throw it in the comments, and I will explain it on the podcast. And if anyone takes my idea, I will hunt them down and kill them.
I don't think you can say that you're gonna kill people live.
No, I mean,
really hurts your image.
Clearly, I'm joking.
I don't know. It really hurts your image.
I will kill them.
Okay, crazy.
I have so many ideas. I came up with another great idea, but I won't. I'll let you get annoyed with me about that.
Oh,
after.
speaking of
but there's a second part to that. So.
Oh, was there? Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
Well,
I won't move on. I was gonna talk about more of like that boyfriend application I filled out, but I want to hear your second part.
Yeah, no, we'll pause that. So the other part of that is my inner monologue stuff, which is or just arranged marriages because we're hopeless. Because I think that would also be helpful.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
I would love if our fans just were like, you know what? We think these girls would be a good match for Cam and Brent. Let's just arrange marriage them. It's so much easier.
I would do it. Yeah.
It's the Cam Ponte way of just, I want something. Let's get someone else to do it.
That's why. I mean, some of those Indians get it easy. You know.
It's not just Indians. That's something
it's a
that's
big
been
thing.
Prevalent like all over the world throughout history.
Yeah, but I don't know of many that still do it. But I know of a couple of girls that were like pretty cute, and they ended up getting an arranged marriage. I'm like, that's good. I was like, damn, good for him. It's crazy. And they are so happy about it.
If anyone wants it, fucking send your applications in now. Oh my God, didn't you fill out a boyfriend application? See that? See that?
No, that was so bad. You
great.
wouldn't have even remembered that if I didn't just bring it up.
Well, you know.
So I filled out a boyfriend application
for
for someone who was like an Instagram fame. She has probably like a couple of thousand followers.
No, you know what she really has?
What?
A lot of Legos.
I did not know about. So I follow her on TikTok and Instagram, but I only really see her on Instagram. So I was like, oh, this girl's really hot. She's really cute. She's making like those dances and shit. And, her videos get maybe a couple of hundred to a couple of thousand likes. So she's not like ridiculous, and maybe like 15 to 20 comments. So one of them was like, oh,
Straw's really small.
Good. One of them was like, oh, I have a link for a boyfriend application. And I was like, oh, this is going to be funny. This is a joke. Like, I can't wait. What is this going to take me? So I open it. I was like, oh, it's like a Google form. I'm like, okay, this could be funny. I'm gonna play into this bitch. She's probably looking for like content or shit to talk about. So I start answering some questions. And then I realized, oh, wait, this is like real. Like, she's actually looking for a boyfriend. Because some of the like comments and like the questions were really in depth. Because at first I was typing all the questions into AI and was like, make me sound good. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute. No,
because
this is real.
Brent's way of getting a girlfriend is, I'm going to cheat.
AI is good at everything else. I mean,
Wait, also, side note, can we make girlfriend applications and post them for our fans?
Yeah, sure.
That would be so great.
But then I was like, I put this in the prompt too. I was like, hey, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Half of this is done with AI. This is me speaking now. I didn't realize this was real. And then I went off on like so many bits. And I was like, I think she's going to love me.
Was real, dude.
Oh my God, dude. It was real. I can say this. I may not get selected, but it's definitely the longest like prompt read that she had to do, because she's like, what the fuck? Like, I wrote so much.
I would love to read that.
I did have the responses sent to my email.
Oh, fantastic.
So
I think that would be a great idea. We can read out your responses to her boyfriend application live on the podcast.
Even better, I was doing it on my phone and it kept autocorrecting and I kept like losing my spot. So I have no clue what I actually wrote.
Oh, so she probably thinks you're crazy.
Probably. Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I really need you to get a response from this girl.
I mean, it's not going to happen, but.
Hey. I am very hopeful for you, man.
Why, thank you.
I
should
think
be more hopeful for yourself.
You know what? I think you're a real catch.
Thank you. Now, I mean, I agree with that.
Well, see, you fucking ruined it.
What do you have from
just
me?
Be humble.
I am
just
humble.
Just be humble and be modest. I give you a
Bitch,
compliment and you're like, yeah, I fucking know. Yeah, I know. No, I know I'm great. No, I'm the fucking best around.
What are you fucking Kendrick Lamar making me be humble? What do you think you are?
Yes, I am. I like to think of myself as a white, taller Kendrick Lamar.
That's okay. Crazy.
Speaking of people who are black now, did you hear that apparently gingers are considered black? That's
what
TikTok told me.
Is that what that comment was supposed to mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing that all over TikTok. Apparently, gingers are black now. You know,
I
what?
don't
I'm
think
proud of
that's
them.
true. What does that mean exactly?
Gingers are black.
Like,
They passed the test, I guess. They are
So, like, can they say-
are invited to the cookout. I'm told that is a saying.
so like, are they the new black or
No,
are they?
no, they're just included.
Oh, okay. So now it's okay. So they join teams.
Yeah.
They joined forces.
Yeah, some corporate synergy going on.
We need to like get some people on our team. We need to join forces with another group.
No, I think we're doing just fine, man. I
Oh.
think as it is, I'm looking for a way out.
We don't even have the gingers now. I mean, who do we
Well,
have?
because we treated them so poorly.
no, we
It's the
didn't.
same way we lost allegiance with all the other races. We treat them bad,
No,
and then they
we
gang
didn't
up
treat
because they
gingers
don't like
badly.
you. Yes, we did.
No,
we kept telling them
we
they didn't have
didn't.
souls and shit. No one
They
was
love,
nice to
They
gingers.
love when we say that shit, though.
No, they don't.
They
This is
do.
what happens. You're mean to people, and then you're like, "Why are they leaving? Why are they doing it?" You're gonna lose me one day.
I don't care about that. Who do we have on our side then?
No one, because everyone hates us. Well, no, sorry, everyone hates you. I
No.
consider myself a European island boy.
You are okay. Shocker.
Yeah, no, I'm only white passing. Thank you.
No, you're white.
But technically, I guess by the transitive property of addition, you have a black friend, I guess, because our friend, and shout out to Joey, congratulations. TikTok told me you're black now. Also, happy birthday.
And for
'cause
your
he had
birthday,
his
you're
birthday.
black.
No, he just gets that in general, But we love you and happy birthday. And if you don't listen to this and text me and say thank you, I'll never shout you out again.
Did he ask for that?
No.
Oh, okay. So that was
I just know
unsolicited.
what he wants. I know what my boy wants. I know what he needs.
Hey, let me know in the
I treat
comments
him
if you
good.
wanted that.
I treat him well. Okay.
Okay.
That's my boy. He's my special boy. My good time Johnson. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Oh, I was just gonna let you cook because you had a lot of good things to say about him.
Yeah, I love him.
It's crazy.
He always makes me smile. Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
I think he's handsome.
All right, cool. Now we'll move on. So I think you have 2 more points. One of them apparently really well. Let's go with alien update. I probably
Oh, you're
won't-
gonna hate this.
Okay, well then I'll just move on. But what is it?
Well, no. So, I was going through my conspiracy alien TikTok feed the other day, and good news, apparently the Anunnaki will be returning between now and 2027 because their planet Nibiru, who only travels through our solar system
That's a
every
Yu-Gi-Oh
like couple
card.
thousand years, is coming back, and they're going to take back the chosen few. So there's a
Yeah,
chance.
if you keep talking
there's
about
a
this,
chance-
that whole
hold
section
on,
gets edited out.
Hold on, there's a chance that the Anunnaki, when they return, they take me because I could be of the chosen few.
Oh yeah, please take him far, far away, please.
Yeah, I'd be hanging out with them. That'd be fucking dope, right?
Well, we're gonna go with your last point because I don't want to talk about that one. Your last point was you pulled up our horoscopes because
Yes,
you
I
know me,
did.
I'm very into
I
astrology.
know that you
now.
were into it, and I figured that we should, we got well received comments from our astrology episode. I figured we'd do a little update and read our daily horoscopes.
All right, I'll have you read these because you just literally Googled it. You didn't even Google it. You Microsoft Binged it. And I don't know what I'm clicking on or what I'm reading. So I'm going to have you read this. And hopefully I gave you enough time to figure out what you wanted to read.
Yeah, no, I got this.
Okay, go for it. This is me.
All right, buddy. So today, Sagittarius, be cautious as the full moon in Scorpio may reveal hidden intentions.
What are you trying to do? You fucking snake.
Stay discerning and channel your creativity wisely.
I like that. That means
Yeah?
don't trust
Yeah,
Cam.
like that. If you want more, technically we can scroll down and read a little bit more. There's a little section about not that far.
There's so much.
I know, but if you scroll up, there's a little bit about self-expression and charisma. I know you love your
I'll
self-expression
have you read
and
it.
charisma.
Like, I mean,
yeah.
you can read whatever the fuck you
So,
want.
with the moon in your first house of self-expression, your charisma is heightened. All right?
That means I need to be going out right now.
This is a great time to channel your creativity and share your ideas, but be careful not to take things too personally.
This is crazy. We're going to finish it up and then go on yours. But this goes perfectly into my rebranding idea, which we literally fought about yesterday. Oh, you're going to love it, listeners. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, it's
I
a
also-
great idea. Do you
okay,
want to read any of the
I
other
want to
ones?
read some of my
You want to read your
advice.
social interactions?
I want to read. Okay, fine.
All right, your social interactions. It says, while your ability to see the best in people, which is bullshit, is a strength.
I was trying to see the best in you the other day. You were
You
so
did such
sad.
a bad job.
You were so sad, and I was mad because I was like, Cam, you're better than this. And you were like, no, it's not going to happen. No. Being
No,
negative.
first of
And I'm
all-
like, you got
first
it in
of
you.
all,
You can do whatever
My
you
response
want.
was, I'm not sad. Leave me alone. If I wanted your help, I'd
I've heard
ask
that
for it.
before.
But it says, be mindful of potential flattery or deception. Keep your discernment filters high to protect yourself from any raw deals.
Ooh, wow, that's really telling me not to trust right now.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
You like it,
I should
buddy?
start reading these more often.
I mean, you can literally get them like popping up on your phone daily. So you can check before you know.
Dude,
so you can
they're
walk out into the world.
They're really loving my creativity on today.
So you want your advice for the day?
Yeah, we'll just do this one. One's just, say both of them, but only read one.
Yeah. Well, so one of them says dress with flair, you know? Well, I'm going to read both of them because I want to give you your full
Okay,
your
I mean,
lowdown
on the
here.
one day I don't
So,
dress with flair. That's why it's shit.
If you're feeling inspired, express yourself through your appearance and creativity. This can enhance your confidence and help you connect with others.
You know what's wild, though? You know what I did book, like, yesterday? I mean, I don't know if it applies to today, but they're like, oh, if you want to change the way you look and stuff. Dude, I booked my appointment to get Invisalign. So,
Trash.
I think...
Just be happy with your face, man. You're
No,
fine.
I got to reimage.
Trust me, your teeth are not the thing that's keeping women away. It's your personality.
I'm reimaging. Dude, this is really going into my rebrand.
All right, well, here's something, Brent. You should stay grounded. While it's a day filled with potential, remember to keep one foot on the ground to avoid getting lost in fantasies or unrealistic expectations.
It's kind of like what you were saying when I had a great idea.
Yep, and I told you to fucking chill.
I'm grounded, though.
You know why I knew that? Because I'm intuitive.
You are not intuitive.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait to see
Felicia
what yours
told
says.
us. Felicia told us. I'm intuitive. By staying aware of your surroundings and using your natural charisma wisely, you can navigate today's energies effectively and make the most of the opportunities that come your way.
So they're saying stay grounded, but keep working at it. You got the charisma to...
Well, no, they're saying, essentially what they're saying is let it cook. You know? They're saying
let it
you
cook.
got some good
Let
ideas,
it
you
cook.
should be creative, but, you know, don't lose yourself, you know? Keep one foot on the ground, like they said.
Now everyone watching, they're going to love it because when we talk about, again, my reimage, my rebrand, man, we just had this conversation.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
Let's read yours.
Why do you think I wanted to pull these up for you, buddy?
You have less than me
Yeah, no one cares. We're just
because
doing our thing.
Sagittarius is better, as we just
No,
proved
because they
again.
know that you need all this extra stuff because you're a fucking pick-me guy.
And you're simple and boring.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
just it's straightforward.
If it says you will be sad today, that's crazy.
It's not gonna say that.
Well, let's see.
Okay, my horoscope for Cancers. You may take a good hard look at things and realize that the climate of trust you need in order to be productive and creative is missing at the moment.
Yeah, you're
It's
saying
your
you're saying,
fault.
No, we're saying trust me.
No.
You lack trust.
What
right
it's
now.
saying that's not what it says at all. It's saying that what I need, the trust that I need to do all that ain't happening. So you're asking me to do all this stuff, but guess what? You're not giving me
It
the
ain't
trust
happening,
that I
but
need.
it should be happening.
Yeah, but I'm not able to trust you enough because you keep not keeping one foot on the ground.
I am keeping a foot on the ground. You have trust issues.
Career developments are promising, so stay proactive. Ain't happening.
I don't know, Cam. I pitched you that whole idea.
Dumb. Balance emotional needs with practical goals for best outcomes.
That sounds like sad.
Fucking.
That sounds like sad.
No, not at all. You're an
Emotional
idiot.
needs. That sounds like sad.
Body and soul might seem out of balance today, and you may long for a more spiritual life.
I'm pretty sure I told you yesterday to be more spiritual.
Yeah, and I said I don't want it. So it's telling me you want this, and I'm going, no, I fucking don't.
Yeah, but you need it. It's telling you need it.
Conversations can open up important topics, but tensions related to work and personal balance may reach a head.
Yeah, so again, you need to just start trusting. We're having conversations about important topics, Cam, but you're getting so tense and argumentative about them.
Okay, well, this one I don't like. The last one says, reflect on your past and stop brooding over your mistakes.
Yeah, Cam, stop
Fuck
brooding.
you,
That's sad. I
astrology.
love astrology.
Fucking
rock.
stars trying to tell me how to feel.
You
Fuck
need,
that.
You need more crystals in your life.
Fuck those crystals, man. Those crystals don't mean shit.
I am so glad that happened. We needed that. That was great. I think.
Well, see, this is what happens when we let me run shit. We're having a great episode, man.
I mean, yeah, it's okay.
My ideas are great, and that's an idea that I've pitched to you in the past a couple of times, and you were like, "Nah, I don't know.
never said no.
I don't know."
What
you did?
You told me.
Did.
You told
Stay
me.
grounded. Believe me.
You said, "Hey, do this." No, I already do everything else. If you bring it to me, that's fine. I'm not gonna just. Why am I gonna look
what
them
happened? That's not what happened. I said, "Oh, maybe we should do this," and you said no.
Kim, we always means I. Let's be real here.
Yeah, I'll do it, but you weren't on par with me doing it.
But again, usually we means I. That's why I said no. My apologies.
You're a dingus. You don't know shit.
The only other thing on here was Brent's rebrand. Fucking lame, I know, but maybe we hit that at the end. Do we hit that at the end?
You can do whatever you want, man.
Well, you're running the episode.
That's the beauty of this episode. So we'll tease it. Brent thinks he needs to rebrand. I think it's fucking lame. We'll feed more information to come, so stay tuned.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna stay tuned in about 15 minutes. I just think I need a different image. You know, I think
save it for the end.
right, well,
I don't need to get mad at you right now because I'm not drinking.
That is fair.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let you pick one of these stories that we have.
I'm gonna go in the order you said that you ordered them.
Sure.
But also,
Unless...
look at us. Back to the original podcast idea. We're reading Reddit stories. Remember the last time we did that?
Nope.
I don't. All right. So this one, we've had these stories for weeks. Like, weeks. This one is the time me and my brother encountered a murderer on meth.
Gotta love it.
I know. We had so much good stuff to talk about that this got pushed like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Read this one out loud.
All right.
Yeah, don't read it silently. This is a podcast. Read it out loud.
You didn't. You were in the middle of scrolling. I can't read if the screen's fucking going up and down all over the place. And you're like, oh, you can't read? Oh, you're not reading it?
No, I was just thinking of the instructions I
fucker.
gave you were ridiculous. That's what I was thinking. It had nothing to do with you. I said read this out loud, and I was like, that was a dumb thing to say.
Good. I'm happy you recognize that.
So,
see, you're staying grounded.
How about don't be argumentative and sad?
How about you just let me cook? This is why I can't trust you, and this is why my creativeness and productivity is
How about
low.
you read the fucking story?
How about you let me cook? You done? You done being a prick? Okay. I believe it was March of 2006, and me and my brother encountered a man named Aaron Dunn in Elk Grove, California. Now, it was just a regular day, and I was about 12 years old at the time, and my brother was about 9 or 10. Anyways, we come back home from playing basketball, and my mom tells me and my brother she needs a few items from the store. Me and my brother didn't hesitate. We loved going to the store because my mom usually would give us a $50 bill, and we could get whatever we wanted to. Okay, there's no periods here.
I was just gonna say,
like,
this
what the fuck is going on?
This guy is giving so much detail. I think maybe just skip to the point. Not you. I'm telling him.
No, but yeah, like a fucking period would be nice, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Just get into it.
So we're walking through the parking lot of the plaza where the store was. We were approached by a man that looked really pissed off and amped up. He pulled up where the
He pulled up on us.
He pulled up without the periods. I'm getting really fucking lost, man. He pulled up on us pretty fast too, like he didn't want us to leave. He pulls in front of us and asks us, "Hey, how old are you guys?"
That's creepy. Don't ask
Yeah,
children
no,
that.
That's an
ever.
awful first question.
I don't care what your intention is. Don't ask that.
Yeah, it's a bad opening move.
And also, a comma would be fine too.
Right? Oh my god. Me and my brother, not knowing what he was talking about, we thought he was a nutcase.
The fair response.
Answered 12 and 9. He told me and my brother, never let a woman hurt you and stay in school. And he drives off really fast.
That is good advice. In his defense, that is good advice.
I mean, I guess strange to shout at a 12 and a 9-year-old. But,
he's trying to make him learn.
I guess that's fine. So me and my brother are kind of shocked. Like, what the hell was that? Unbeknownst to all us, dumb.
He forgot of.
He ended, all of us. He ended up shooting 2 people at the Chili's right across the street where the store was.
So
first period. First, all of that was one sentence.
You know what's crazy though? I love how, like, I don't know, just maybe I shouldn't focus on this. I should focus on the guy who just murdered people. But I'm focusing, like, if you were going to murder people, really, at Chili's?
Yeah.
Right? A Chili's is a weird place to do it.
Yeah. I think we should avoid murders at Chili's.
Yeah, like
They
Waffle.
already have great prices. It's like a steal. You don't need to add more crimes.
Like
there.
if you get murdered at a Waffle House, that just seems on par. Getting murdered at a Chili's is like, come on now, you do better.
So he was caught and sentenced to death in 2010, but I'll never forget that day. I know he wanted someone to shoot, but we were too young. He seen that wouldn't have been right, but that's just one story in my life that has happened.
First off, I don't think he was like, well, these guys are too young. I don't think that he was going to a Chili's to shoot people.
Well,
I don't
like.
I think honestly, Chili's fucked up his food.
No, it didn't seem like he went in. Apparently, in my mind, it was a drive-by. Like, but it sounds like this kid is saying like he pulled up to us like, how old are you? 12 and 9. Oh, fuck, I can't kill these guys. All right, well, don't let a woman hurt you and stay in school. I'm gonna go find people to kill. That's what it fucking sounds like. This guy thinks this would happen.
Yeah,
and I think that's pretty accurate. You know, maybe he was like, too young. Let's find some older people.
I'm curious if they were like 18 and 19. If he would just been like pop pop.
Yeah, I mean maybe.
I have no clue. I mean, he's dead now, I'm assuming. So
well, he was put to death in 2010. So yeah.
No, I don't know. The system works so slow sometimes.
Well, no, they didn't say he was sentenced.
Oh, he was
to death.
actually.
They said he was put to death.
He was sentenced to death. So you are absolutely wrong at what you just told me. Yeah, that's right. I still have the story up, bitch.
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe if there was more periods, it would be easier for me to take
question.
it all in.
He had a question mark too. All right, so we got a couple more stories. Which one? Because I have no clue what these ones
I
are.
put them in order, Brent. Oh, why'd you do the fucking order?
All right, well, this is just another long one, and it's also one paragraph, and also something I'm not going to read. So if you're fine with skipping to this one, go for it.
What, you can't read now? I got to do all the work?
No, because this one is one big paragraph, and the phone blasts
Yeah, but at
half
least
of
there's
it.
periods.
But I'll have to constantly.
Yeah, but I think it would be funny to watch you do that.
I could do it with like this one, because this one is like kind of sectioned up nice.
All
That's
right,
why I asked.
I mean, if you want to do this one, we can.
Is it good?
I don't remember. This was like weeks ago.
Cam, this is crazy right now. Fine, read it.
All right. This is awkward first date. I was only 15 then, 10th grade, and very awkward around girls. Brent, did you write this?
No, I didn't date when I was 15.
Yeah, women have to like you in order to date, huh?
And see, they did. Dude, I was a popular 15, 16-year-old.
No, you were not.
Yes, I was.
No,
Oh, that
you
was
were
high
not.
school.
Yeah.
I was more like 13,
You
14.
were not.
Middle school, when I really peaked.
There was this girl I shared 2 classes with. I did not know her, but I found her to be extremely beautiful. Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. I had only talked to her a few times, and it was mostly school-related. I summed up the courage after 1 month of being acquaintances with her and asked her out. She said yes, and we went to the movies. I had no dating experience and no advice from anyone. My skinny, tall, awkward self shows up, and she's there. I say, hello, S. faceplants. I immediately tripped on the curb and hit my face on the concrete.
That's hilarious. You've fallen upstairs before.
That was one time.
Yeah, it was hilarious. We were in a bar with a lot of cute people. You fucking eat ass on the stairs. It was great.
Well, if I was eating ass on the stairs, we wouldn't have left as quickly as we did, all right?
Instantly turn around. We gotta go.
Well, I mean, at that point, yeah. I can't faceplant in the middle of a bar and just be like, yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going. No, we dipping.
I'm at the bar getting drinks. I turn around. All of a sudden, I can't. Boom, boom. I'm like, what the fuck? There's Cam. Yeah, we gotta go. Crazy. Anyways, keep going.
I get up and she's standing above me saying, are you all right? Instead of answering like a normal human, I mutter, popcorn?
Popcorn. I think this is hilarious. If this is all a bit, I think that would be funny.
Looking back, that was the least of the awkward stuff that night. We make it to the movie and we sit down. I leave to get popcorn and I come back to find her ex sitting beside her talking to her. Oh, no bueno.
It's not good.
Yeah. I was mad. I said, hey, buddy, that's my seat. So if you'll excuse me.
That's fair. That's fair.
The guy gets up and goes back to his seat at the back of the theater where he immediately starts sucking face with some other chick.
Good for him.
I mean,
good for him.
If he has that chick, why is he going to go bother the ex?
Because he's a fuckboy. What do you want from me?
Sounds about right. Halfway through the movie, I still haven't made a move. Again, no dating experience. So I end up doing something that still haunts me to this day. I grab her hand and hold it and look in her eyes. Not that bad, right?
Not that bad.
Well, let me tell you, I didn't look back at the movie and let go of her hand or slowly put my hand on the armrest. Nope. I firmly hold her hand for the rest of the movie.
I feel like that's something you would do. You would grab someone's hand and just start looking.
I'm smoother than that, man.
No, I think you would do that
I've
for
been
2
on a
hours.
lot more dates than you, okay? I've had a lot more success in my dating history.
And you
I
have
have
a
not
lot.
fumbled.
You had a lot more failing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who in this podcast can close? Oh, that's right. That's me.
You're still way more awkward.
I may be way more awkward, but I get results. So
Sometimes.
No, I'll get plenty of results, man. I've been on so many fucking dates back in my heyday, bro, in my prime.
In your prime?
In my prime,
Crazy.
dude. I was killing it. By the end, our palms are sweaty, and I can tell she's uncomfortable. I didn't apologize, but instead awkwardly let go of her hand and walked away like nothing happened. She drove me home, and the next day sent 2 single-word texts. Not interested.
Not interested. That's fair. You know what? That's good to be
I respect
upfront.
it. No, I respect her.
Good for you.
To this day, I still hold the deepest regrets of my actions and still feel the awkward energy etched into my very being from that horrible day. Moral of the story is get dating advice from people around you and never randomly ask out a girl. Get to know her more as a friend, then make the move.
I don't think that's the advice. I think you can randomly ask. Maybe don't be awkward. You know?
Yeah,
be more charismatic.
I think the second part is what we don't have to focus on. Like you can ask out the girl, but you know, definitely. I mean, if you want to get some advice, if you're nervous, that's never a bad thing.
I think just be more of a Sagittarius and be more charismatic.
Shut up!
I'm just saying.
Oh my God, shove it up your
just
ass,
saying.
bro.
That's
Ain't
good
no
advice.
need for that.
It's good advice. Good advice. All right, we have time for probably one more. I'll let you pick, but I will read it.
I'm gonna let you pick because
gonna let you-
I fucking read the last 2 long ones, so you get to do all of the work for these.
Okay, and I will read it, but I need to know.
You're gonna read it and choose because I had to read 2 long ones.
All right.
And I did the whole episode, so fucking do something for your country, man.
Oh my God, Cam, doesn't it suck when the other person doesn't do much work?
No, because I have fucking some resolve in me, and I'm making you do it. Because I'll sit here in silence if I have to.
We will do this one. It's called "Am I Overreacting?" He vaped mid-sex. That sounds funny.
Classic.
Now I will have to be like moving my head back to read this because the camera's right there. So you're gonna have to bear with me.
No one cares, buddy.
I think they will care. Okay, I know this might sound silly, but I can't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking about it and being super dramatic, or if it's just a legit red flag. Let's find out. Oh, I can just scroll down. There we go. I figured out my issue without your help. Thank you.
I didn't ask or care.
I, 24, female, met this man, 34, male. That's a big age gap, first off. I mean, not ridiculous once you're that age.
Yeah, but it
Now that I'm thinking of how old I am, actually, that's totally fine.
yeah. Well, I mean, you can say it's a big age gap without saying it's like anything bad.
I think that's fine. But while on vacation for a week, I'm sorry. I met this man while on vacation for a week. Okay, so they didn't go on vacation together. She met him on vacation. Okay. We hit it off instantly and ended up sleeping together a few times. That's crazy. Do people really get that lucky just going on a vacation and
yeah, it happens, man.
what? I feel like we need to do that.
Well, I mean, we've tried to plan vacations. It just doesn't usually go anywhere.
We gotta do that. Yeah, we gotta be better.
Last time we had a buddy vacation was Mothman.
We need to go on like a singles cruise or like go to spring break.
Yeah, you can figure that
Go
out.
to like a Coachella.
First of all, we're not going to spring break. We're almost 30. Who the
first
fuck
off,
do you think you are?
That's fine.
No, that's a college
And I
thing.
like to party like I'm
okay,
22.
But like the 22-year-olds want nothing to do with you.
No, some of them like the older men. That's just the thing.
Okay, yeah, just continue, buddy.
It's a fact. The chemistry was crazy. The vibes, immaculate. And the sex, let's hear it. A solid 10 out of 10. Sounds like they're having a lot of fun. He even said it was the best. I'm sorry.
Do you want me to read it? Is it too awkward for you?
No. I thought that was a typo. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a hilarious way to say that. He said it was the best cat he's ever had. That is funny.
And she specifically says it's his words, not hers.
At first, I was like, is that a typo? I'm like, oh, no, that's just funny.
Nope, it's the best cat he's ever had, my friend.
That's a good like way to be flattering to a girl.
It's not.
Good cat.
No,
she loved it, bro.
That's just as bad as grabbing someone's hand and staring at them in the movie.
I don't know, but she's loving it.
That's a real weird thing to say.
She's loving it, though. Also, this guy is like, I feel like trying to be hip because he's getting older and he's like saying like, yo, great cat.
Best cat I've ever had.
That's funny. But here's where it gets odd. During one of our sessions, okay, clearly, all right, this girl is funny too, by the way.
Well, she's my dream girl. The way she's talking about all things like this, first of all, she's apparently got a great cat. That's always good to know ahead of time.
I need to meet this girl. Well, hold on, what's your name? Express Resolve 7267. You seem cool. All right. So during one of our sessions, doggy style, if you must know. Thank you. I must know.
No, trust me, it adds to the plot. It makes sense.
He straight up stopped mid-thrust. I love the details. And when I looked back to see what was happening, this man was hitting his lemon-flavored vape.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I love the
just think about
the
it.
Details
you're
too.
Getting back shots, and then it just stops after this man told you best cat he's ever had, and he's just like ripping fat clouds of a lemon vape, man.
Again, that's something like 20 and 22-year-olds do. He's really trying to fit in. Like, yeah, I vape too. If she goes, he then puts a backwards hat on and rides off on a skateboard. I'm gonna be like crazy.
Hey, dude.
Not even during a break in rhythm, just casual pulling a cloud like we were on a smoko instead of, in the middle of something. I don't know what smoko is.
I don't know. Maybe it's slang.
Yeah, I'm not that cool, I guess.
They were out for a smoko, dude.
Honestly, that's like, but he seems good. Because apparently they had chemistry. Apparently he fucking can pull.
Apparently he loved the cat.
I mean, she's loving him, and then he has the confidence to just be like, I'm gonna rip fat clouds. I kind of respect that a lot, actually. Good for you.
He is certainly his own individual.
Now
he didn't need to rebrand.
Here's the kicker, Cam. She also vapes, so I'm not judging him for vaping in general. Yeah, I think that's not the issue. All right, that's not the issue there. But mid-sex, like really, I've never felt the urge to grab my vape between moans. I love how she's thinking of it. Like, now I want to vape.
Well, no, she's thinking she's like, oh, I've never done that. Why the fuck would he do that?
That's hilarious. I'm loving the confidence in this. I'm currently planning to move to his country in the new year. To be very clear, this move was pre-planned and 1,000% for my own career and life plans. Okay, that's good. Thanks for that clarification.
No, that's important.
That is very important. But obviously, I've been fantasizing about the possibility of seeing where things can go between us. And now I'm spiraling. What does this mean? Is this a sign he's not really present, disrespectful, just too comfortable, or am I making a mountain out of lemon-scented molehill? I think he probably just fucks around and
I think he's just doing his thing,
I would say have the conversation, but you could tell.
No, I mean, have the conversation if it bothers you. If
Clearly
it's
it does.
That doesn't really bother you, then you can let it go.
Well, because I think someone who would do that's a little disrespectful. Someone who would do that, what? I'm sorry, are you bored? You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that. I'm saying, if that's how she's taking it, yeah, definitely be like, hey, so what the fuck?
And if he's explains it well, okay, that's fine. But if he's like you could tell cocky and confident, then he's just a fuckboy. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that too. If that's the way he lives his life, just don't give him the cat.
Yeah, I mean it seems pretty easy. What kind of person vapes mid-sex? What does it say about him and how he sees me or values the experience? That's true. Please be honest with me, Reddit. Am I overreacting? I don't think you're overreacting. I think you have that conversation and you can tell if he's kind of a fuckboy. So she did make an edit. I was a bit shy to mention this, but can I also add that he invited me into his unseriousness by offering me to hit a vape, which I accepted. Unfortunately, the flavor was actually really nice.
She gets it now, dude. She gets it. I just love the idea of him going at it. She looks back and she's like, what the fuck? And he's just like,
I would say,
you want to hit?
In my defense, I was shocked and stuff. Here's what I would say to kind of wrap this up would be if he was doing it because he was like, no, I really like you. I just feel really comfortable around you. And I thought it would be hilarious. Then as her being like, yeah, it was. I also love that flavor now. That's such a good story. But if he seems cocky and like kind of too confident, he's just a fuckboy. But neither of us has rules the ruling, by the way.
We don't need to.
Okay.
Unless you feel the need.
No, because I just say I really like this girl. So I was
no, I think she's great. She's a hell of a woman.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So we finally did stories. We do have one more, but because of time, I think that's probably good on stories.
Yeah,
right?
No, I'm okay with that.
We did. I don't know how we want to segue into it, but we did say we're going to talk about my rebranding, and that really pissed you off. That's why I wanted to give some time at the end. What pissed you off? Should I explain?
Sure, man. It's your rebrand.
I'm just saying. So we had a board meeting yesterday, right?
Yeah, I was pretty bored in that meeting.
Cam, not the meeting guy. But, as majority shareholder and we've got words, we had a board meeting. And I was just, we were spitting ideas, seeing how everything was going, kind of interacting with some feedback. And I was like, you know what, Cam, I think we need to rebrand, reimage. I want to be a different type of character on the podcast. And I
think you should just be yourself.
I was like, the show is good, but you know me, I always want to make it better. Right? Because I love the listeners. I want to make it the best it could be. So I was pitching some ideas.
You can do that without changing yourself.
I was pitching some ideas and being like, well, some of the stuff we talk about, maybe we don't go talk about it every episode, Maybe some stuff isn't a good image. And I was like, maybe.
If I want to talk about my dick, I'm going to talk about my dick.
That was one of them, but maybe we shouldn't. So let us know.
Ain't nobody going to stop me from talking about my dick.
So I was just kind of pitching that idea to him, being very grounded, mind you, right? Very charismatic.
Not at all.
Typical Sagittarius vibes.
Trash. You're trash.
I was just telling him some ideas, and he got so sad. Like, he did not want to.
I didn't get sad. I got annoyed because you're fucking doing too much. Things are going good. Things are great. And you're just like, nope, got to change it all. Got to fucking wrecking ball everything and just come in and be like, fuck it. No, we're going to change this. We're going to change that. At that point, like, just what the fuck are we doing then, man?
I just thought it was, it's just an idea. Again, just a board meeting. We're just kind of discussing. And you got so sad. Like, you didn't want to change. And you thought I was breaking up with you. And then you were like,
don't say it like that.
That's exactly what happened.
No, I said, who's the Yoko?
Yeah,
who's doing this?
He thought someone was trying to make me change. I'm like, no, I'm just thinking, like, the show is good, but, like, what if the 0.1% chance that it reaches millions of people from some algorithm?
I don't want to do it
the image we want.
Yeah, but listen, if we're going to reach that many people, I don't want to do it by faking it. I want to do it by being myself. If millions of people don't like me for who I am, then guess what? I don't deserve to be heard by a million people.
That's going to make you so much more sad, though.
No, I like who I am. I'm a great guy, probably.
So I will say, I'm going to, this was my last episode like this. I'm going to re-image myself.
Oh, God, here we go.
Okay. Which also brings us to my next point, because I was like, all right, we have a lot of ideas, and we love hearing from you guys about new ideas. Some of our best episodes were not our ideas. So please keep giving us ideas. We appreciate it. But I had a great idea, which, I pitched to Cam, and he really shot down. But I just thought this would be a good time to do it. Cam got mad.
He's tanking the podcast, folks.
I'm not tanking
He's tanking the podcast. And the thing is, we're going to make this a clip because people love when I say I'm making a clip and I make it a clip. Please drop in the comments of this clip if you, A, agree that Brent's trying to tank the podcast, and B, if you really think that we need to do all this rebrand and change and try to feed into algorithms and shit. You're going to let the fucking robots win if you feed into algorithms.
I think I'm trying to enhance it.
You're
and
trying to
elevate
do too
it.
much.
So we would love to hear, though, in the comments, what you think about, some more ideas, or kind of the idea I pitched to Cam. And this is a great time to give, a little bit of some news. I know they hate business on the podcast. This is an important business thing. This could be the last episode for about 6 weeks. We might try to record some extras, but, Cam tanked our backlog.
That's not true.
So
I'm a busy guy. I'm
So,
traveling to the past
you know,
and shit.
We can call this like the season finale. It may be like a couple of weeks potentially
I think we
without
should
an
name
episode.
this episode "To Be Continued?" Because
That's
you
a
tanked
great-
the podcast.
That's a great name. That's a great name.
Because you tanked
No.
the podcast.
Nope, I'm not tanking it. The podcast is coming back.
It.
If you don't see us post for a couple of weeks, don't worry. We ain't going anywhere.
How much you want to bet the podcast is going to come back and Brent's going to have a new fucking co-host?
No,
And
that's
it's not
gonna
going to be
happen.
my choice.
That's not gonna happen.
It ain't going to be my
But
choice.
when we do come back, maybe everything stays the same. But it could change. We have some ideas that we're cooking.
We?
We have some ideas
Don't
that we're
say we.
cooking.
Don't say we.
I have some great ideas that I'm cooking.
They're subpar at best.
But don't worry, the podcast is staying. Don't get,
algorithms are going to love it.
I'm just saying, don't get nervous. It's just gonna be a few weeks.
You should get nervous. He's tanking the podcast.
Don't worry about it. But that's all I got.
Well, that's good because I wanted to thank everyone for listening since this is probably going to be the last episode.
No, it's not.
Feel free to comment, reach out, give us all the feedback possible. We got all the socials and everything. You know the spiel. Thanks for listening.
It's gonna be even better when we just don't even miss a week.